I'm Kit, and this is my campervan Willie. In September last year, I joined the VanLife community in the UK, exploring the local woods, parks, rivers and waterfalls in the nearby counties, and having a few hair-raising adventures along the way. In the previous episode, I took a leisurely stroll through the legendary Sherwood Forest, where I admired a very old tree, photographed the real Robin of Sherwood, and nearly bankrupted myself in the gift shop, before taking a hike around the grounds of Hardwick Hall. Please subscribe to stay abreast of my ongoing van life journey.
Hello, you find me at NEWSTEAD Abbey. NEWSTEAD Abbey is a historical building that I've actually visited before. The reason I've come back here this morning is because I suffered a major catastrophic failure at my previous attempted destination. I wanted to show you PAPPLEWICK Pumping Station. Yes, that's a real place. PAPPLEWICK Pumping Station. It's, I believe, a Victorian waterworks type facility. Beautiful red brick buildings with Victorian machinery that pumps water. And I had planned on taking you there to show you the ornamental gardens with a nice sort of large pond and fountain and all the machinery and the architecture. It was going to be different and interesting. As it turns out, I arrived on the one day of the millennium that it's closed. So I didn't exactly get turned away, but I got given the snotty look several times by a man pushing a wheelbarrow around. It's not open. Oops. He gave me a snotty look and made it quite clear that I wasn't welcome. And then he approached me, not in an unfriendly way, but in a suspicious way, and asked if I was with Miranda's party or something. And I said, no, I'm not. And he said, well, we're closed then. So I got a few shots. I wandered round a little bit, had a look at the pond, and then I made my escape, because I'm not one of these people who is entitled and believes that I should have the right to go somewhere when it's closed. Of course not. But I do also attempt to push things a little bit to the limit and get as much out of the visit as I can, because it's cost me a certain amount of petrol money to get there, and I'm stubborn. So fair enough. I got a few shots and then buggered off. Hi, all right. Thank you very much.
Have you been to NEWSTEAD before?
I have, yes.
Cafe is open for food and drink, and the shop's open.
Lovely. Thank you very much. So, NEWSTEAD Abbey was formerly an Augustinian priory prior to the dissolution of the monasteries, but it's most famous now as the ancestral home of Lord Byron. This became the ancestral home of the Byrons thanks to Sir John Byron of Colwick in Nottinghamshire, who was granted NEWSTEAD Abbey by Henry VIII on the 26th of May 1540. At that point, he converted it into a country house. Byron had a beloved Newfoundland dog named Boatswain, who died of rabies in 1808. Boatswain was buried at NEWSTEAD Abbey and has a monument larger than his master's, as is fitting. The inscription from Byron's poem Epitaph to a Dog has become one of his best-known works. I shall have a look at that. I'm now feeling very sad about a dog I never met. I will have to go and have a look at the monument to Boatswain. It sounds like a really good dog. Hiya. Is there a way that I can see the monument to Boatswain the dog without having to walk all round the grounds?
I'm afraid not, because the gate that used to take you just there has been closed. We're here now,
Okay.
and to get there you will have to walk round the building through the gardens, and then it's through this tunnel here.
Lovely.
Did you want to take the map? Or?
Oh, actually, yes, thank you.
Yeah, just so it's that one there, but you will have to go through a tunnel.
Terrific. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy, have a lovely night.
Cheers. Epitaph to a dog. Near this spot are deposited the remains of one who possessed beauty without vanity, strength without insolence, courage without ferocity, and all the virtues of man without his vices. This praise, which would be unmeaning flattery if inscribed over human ashes, is but a just tribute to the memory of Boatswain, a dog who was born at Newfoundland, May 1803, and died at Newstead Abbey, November 18th, 1808. I know I'm a big old softy, but I'm genuinely moved by the wording and the existence of this monument. It's fairly typical for me that the sun's come out just as I finished filming. I'm heading back to the van. Job done. Into the sun. Isn't that just bloody typical? Well, there's lots and lots and lots of writing here about Lord Byron, and this isn't a history channel, so I won't bore you with too much history, but it seems to me, just skimming the surface of Lord Byron's story, that he wasn't a particularly brilliant custodian of this place, but he really loved his dog, and that wins him respect, in my view. Hello. You find me at Attenborough Nature Reserve, somewhere near Nottingham. Seriously, I'm melting. I'm currently naked, as you can see. I apologise. And I'm sitting in the car park of the Attenborough Nature Reserve, considering what a lovely place it is and what a perfect potential park up it is as well, because I've had a good look at all the signage and I've photographed it as well. And it seems that you pay £3 to park here all day. There's no reference to all night, but there isn't a single sign anywhere that I can see saying no camping or no overnight parking. So I'm a little bit confused because I don't know whether £3 means 24 hours or £3 means 12 hours. When does the day begin and end? I think the only thing I can do is actually ask someone. That's what I learned when I was a little boy. When in doubt, ask a grown-up. So I'm going to go and ask a grown-up like a big boy. Are there any rules about parking overnight in the car park?
I don't believe we would, probably. Right. Not in this car park, not without permission from the hierarchy or what we do and don't allow.
I'll give it a try. Thank you.
No worries.
See you later.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything.
This is marvellous.
I'll follow only golden,
I love hanging out in hides.
golden things.
When I lived in Kent, I used to spend a great deal of time in hides, watching birds and other wildlife. It's really lovely to be able to do it again here.
Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over expenses of me.
I thought it was going to be rainy and grey this weekend. It's lovely. I spoke to a couple of the people in the cafe and asked them about overnight parking. They didn't seem to know. Obviously, the car park is being monitored. That makes me feel safe because I'm not going to get burgled or raped or eaten by werewolves. So I'm going to hang out here. I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon just chilling and relaxing in the heat. I've got my own picnic table. How cool is that? So I'm just going to chill out here, wait until the park closes and see if anyone sends me packing. And if they don't, then I'll stay the night. And if I get sent away, I'll find somewhere else to park. That's van life. What have I done? What have I done? I was parked up in an idyllic spot, but I lost my nerve and I imagined that this automatic number plate recognition system would charge me millions of pounds if it didn't detect me leaving in a timely manner. So even though there was no signage to say I couldn't stay, I chickened out. I bottled it. I ran away like a scared little girl. And now I'm in a dodgy car park in a back street in somewhere called Long Eaton. Where I'm parked doesn't feel idyllic. It feels, well, frankly, a little bit scary. So that's where I'm going to end the episode. It's another McDonald's cliffhanger. This is going to become a thing, I think. So if you want to find out if I survived the night, tune into the next episode to see what happens next. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you haven't already, you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share, comment, do all the good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully. See you later.